A sellout crowd here in the Hemisphere Arena in San Antonio, Texas, as the Bulls have the second stop on this extended road trip. And good evening, everyone. This is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr, and welcome to our NBA basketball feature tonight. The Bulls, one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, against the Spurs, one of the top teams in the West. And they waited a long time, Reds, for David Robinson to finish his military obligation. He's here, and how?
Yes, sir. He's done an outstanding job, Jim. And the other night, he got his first triple-double, and probably one of the first of many to come.
And that's exactly right. And even though David Robinson obviously anchors this team, it really clicked in when they picked up a couple of Chicago guys, Maurice Cheeks and then Terry Cummings, who was with us on Bullseye tonight.
Terry Cummings just scored his 13,000th point against the Blazers, Jim, and you know he has always been a thorn in the side of the Bulls, and I've been a fan of his since he was at Carver High School.
That's right. He got his career mark of 13,000, as you said, and he had a game of 52 earlier in the week against the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, he was terrific, Jimmy, against Charlotte. So he's got 13,000. David Robinson had a triple-double. And how about Larry Brown's going like for his, 400 or 500th coaching win?
That's right. The San Antonio Spurs, of course, they really paid the price last year. This year, they're right in the thick of things. They've won 30 already. They've won 19 out of 20 on the home court. And as we have seen so often, and as we saw so graphically in Houston the other night, the Bulls, because they're the Bulls and because they have Michael Jordan, they never sneak up on anybody.
No, the ticket manager here today said they could have sold another 35,000 tickets. So, and the team is ready. They're pumped up. And, of course, this team has won 30 games already. They are playing great on this floor.
Phil Jackson, in fact, pointed that out to his team yesterday at practice. He said, I had to tell our guys that when you're a Chicago Bull, it's a little different than playing with one of the other teams in the league.
There was some time where you could sneak in, win a game, and go home, you know, but not anymore. You walk in there, standing room only, and the opposing team is really pumped up.
So the Bulls tonight, with 10 road wins so far this season, needing a victory to get back on the winning track here. This road trip, as Johnny mentioned, is a tough one. After tonight, the Bulls have to go to L.A. They also have Denver, so they need to make a stand here in the Alamo City. We'll be back and have tonight's ball game after these messages.
You and Brett can fly down to watch tonight's game from choice seats in the lower level of the arena, courtesy of Southwest Airlines, providing frequent flights and low unrestricted fares to 20.
So we've had the playing of the national anthem. And this full house in the Hemisphere Arena in anticipation of a thrilling evening of NBA basketball. And, of course, we are as well. And we invite you to join in with us this evening. I just have a feeling, John, that this game is going to be 180 degrees removed from the game in Houston the other night. I think the Bulls are going to be in for a rousing effort, and of course San Antonio will be ready to go.
Well, I hope you're right. The Bullies will be ready.
The Bulls with an overall record of 28-16 coming in. As I mentioned, they are 10-14 on the road. When they complete this stretch, we talked about this the other night, this road stretch, which will continue up to and then after the All-Star break, in total 6 games in all. The Bulls will then come home and have 21 of their remaining 33 in Chicago Stadium, where they are 18-2 this season. Bob Bass from the Spurs front office making a presentation to Maurice Cheeks. Cheeks, who
he surpassed the 2,000 career steals, the NBA's all-time leader against the Clippers. They gave him the ball. They must have stole it from the Clippers.
Well, you know, Terry Cummings said on the pregame show that he feels Maurice is the real key to this club, and indeed a young team, but with a veteran point guard to keep everybody in line out there. And Maurice, without question, in the 1980s, was the point guard in the NBA. Now, I know people will say Magic Johnson, but I mean, in the true sense of the word, Cheeks was really the point guard of the decade of the 80s. And now we're ready with the introductions. Let's go to the public address system.
For the Chicago Bulls, 6'8" forward from Central Arkansas, number 33, Scottie Pippen. 6'10" forward from Clemson, number 54, Horace Grant. 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, number 5, John Paxson. 6'6" guard from North Carolina, number 23, Michael Jordan. 7'1" center from San Francisco, number 24, Bill Cartwright. Coach for the Bulls, Phil Jackson, assisted by John Bach, Jim Clemens, and Tex Winter, the trainer, Mark Feil. At this time, we would like to honor tonight's McDonald's ball boy. Congratulations to Elliot Moore. And now your starting lineup for your San Antonio Spurs. The one forward, 6'9", from DePaul, number 34, Terry Cummings. 6'10" forward from Penn State, number 43, Frank Brekowski. 6'1" guard from West Texas State, number 10, Maurice Cheeks. The other guard, 6'8", from Georgia, number 40, Willie Anderson. 7'1" center from the Naval Academy, number 50, David Robinson. Head coach for the Spurs, Larry.
When these two teams met in Chicago Stadium a few weeks ago, the Bulls won by 4 and led big late in the game. They were up by 16 in the fourth quarter. The verdict, the final margin was 101-97. And remember, that was the San Antonio team, which coming in was on a winning streak, but also coming into the game was on the tail end of a long road trip. Pippen will draw Cummings tonight. Grant will match with Brekowski, Cartwright and Robinson, Paxson and Cheeks, and Michael Jordan and Willie Anderson. The officials assigned by the NBA, Paul Mahalik, Ronnie Nunn, and Hank Armstrong. This would be a big game. I thought the big part of the game they played in Chicago was the ability of Bill Cartwright in the first confrontation to dominate David Robinson. And I hope that he hasn't watched the films, because I don't think he knew what Bill Cartwright was all about. He's a very physical player, and David Robinson found that out. David Robinson he wasn't completely dominated. He did have 13 rebounds in the game to Cartwright's 8, but Bill did outscore him 16-14. And Bill shot 8 out of 10 from the field, but you're right, he really neutralized him, and that was the key to the Bulls, especially the Bulls establishing that big lead. Here we go. Cartwright to go up against David Robinson. Ronnie Nunn will throw it in the air. Terry Cummings controlling the tip. And quickly the Spurs get into the half-court offense. Willie Anderson against Jordan. Shot clock at 12. Brekowski. Anderson lost the handle in traffic. And the Bulls come out with it. Michael Jordan working in the front court. So the Bulls with a defensive stop, the first trip defensively. Pippen around Coombs. Left the dunk a little short. And the ball is knocked out of bounds. No, a loose ball foul on Horace Grant. And of course it was Horace the other night who got off to an horrendous start against Otis Thorpe. He and Scottie didn't score for like the first 8 minutes of the first quarter.
Yep. And that Houston front line really carried the bulk of the load for the Rockets early, and then the Bulls never could recover. 10 to shoot. Cummings. Cheeks against Paxson. Cummings again. And Horace clears the rebound ahead to Jordan. San Antonio covers, but Horace drops the ball to Willie Anderson. Michael's bounce pass was stolen. And now Anderson back. His pass deflected, but Cheeks has it. David Robinson against Cartwright. Cheeks does just what they need. Whatever they need, he delivers.
I was going to wonder if he was going to hit his first shot. He's been sensational, especially against the Bulls. Shooting 47%, but I can't remember missing a shot in the 10 years.
I'm with you. Here's a pass stolen by Anderson as the Bulls trying to throw into Jordan in the post. Willie with 2 steals early, and Brekowski puts the Spurs up by 4.
2 turnovers now and two steals by Anderson. He's 6'8". He's quick.
And he reads those passing lanes well. Cartwright checked by Brakowski. And an illegal defense whistled against San Antonio. Horace Grant telling Bill Cartwright, hey, I was open on that cut.
Right away he was.
So the Bulls down 4-0. Have it to put in play. Foul line extended. Brakowski jumps out on Jordan, and then a good punch into Grant. Nice reverse move, and Cartwright to clean up on Robinson. Good play by Horace Grant. Even though he didn't get the shot down, he knew Robinson was there, and so he reversed it to use the basket to protect the ball. And now Brakowski. Willie Anderson shoots under pressure. What a shot by Anderson. Michael Jordan right in his chest.
Michael had the lane closed on him.
Jordan is open. Robinson the rebound. The Spurs a 6-2 lead. Terry Cummings in the post against Pippen. Shot clock down to 11. Cummings can't get the shot to go, but they get the offensive rebound. Robinson steps back up. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Bill Cartwright. San Antonio keeps it.
By Phil. 22nd timeout by Phil Jackson.
I think one thing Phil is seeing early that he didn't see in Houston the other night is effort, but he's not seeing execution right now.
Now he wants to know what's happening. They didn't score on that play. Larry Brown, we mentioned, going for his 500th win as a coach.
A professional coach.
Yeah.
And they're here in the Hemisphere Arena in all ages, all age groups. The hottest ticket, of course, for the Spurs on their schedule. And the game was officially announced as a sellout back in January. And the Spurs have it in play, leading 6-2. An offensive foul called.
Terry Cummings was putting a screen on Cartwright. Cartwright trying to fight through it, and Terry just held him up a little bit.
So the Bulls have it down 4. We've played 3 minutes here in the opening quarter. Michael Jordan against Willie Anderson. The shot clock at 11. Off the drive. Michael shoots 2. Brakowski picks up the foul.
Frank Brakowski, as Michael's able to get back by Willie Anderson, Brakowski comes over, tries to seal him off, and big 6'11" player, just enough to foul and take Michael's eye off the hoop, but he'll try to shoot 2 here and see if he can start off.
And he does. He was the only one in the game on Thursday night anywhere near Norm. A little bit over, actually. 35 points in the game. He was really 16 for 31 from the field.
He didn't shoot as well as I'm sure he would have liked to, Jim. 16 out of 31, but still he was one of the few guys that could put the ball in the hole.
The Bulls showing a little trapping defense, and now they pull back and play straight up man-to-man. Something about the Spurs, the one area of the game that they lack, and they throw into Brakowski, his come-around move. One area they lack is that outside jump shooting. They don't have a real three-point threat. Here's Jordan to the rack. Nope, kicks off to Pippen. Scotty under pressure. Paxson is left open. That's a good sign.
John was suffering from the field the other night, too.
8-6 San Antonio. Willie Anderson around the Robinson pick. But like Houston, the Spurs open red hot. Here's Jordan on the drive. Leaves it for Horace Grant.
Oh, man. Play. I thought he took it too far that time, and Horace was right there. Sometimes Michael, we watch him and to see him all the time, and you think you know his moves. You don't know him.
No, because
he doesn't know him.
Because we don't see the game like he does. I don't think anyone's ever. Look at that play to Robinson. And a foul on Cartwright.
That was supposed to be the alley-oop play, but it wasn't a success. He rolled it on the back. Bill was leaning on the front, and the timing was off a little bit on it. He touched the rim with it, came down, and then Bill came in and clobbered him.
Did he ever? David Robinson with one more free throw here. He shoots 72% from the free throw line. He averages 23.2. And he has his first point tonight. Spurs by 3. This San Antonio team's got some talent on the bench, too. Sean Elliott comes in. Vernon Maxwell, underrated guard. Here's Jordan up the middle. Off the proverbial dime. Michael made that stop, and boy, straight up in the air.
See, Willie Anderson starts out on him, as I said.
Good play by Horace. Throw into Brakowski. Now Michael trying to find running room. Finds Pippen under the basket around Robinson. Now he comes back out, and Jordan's 18-footer puts the Bulls in front by 1.
Michael handling that ball like it was a grape.
That was a draw play. Michael,
fullback draw.
There you go. Now a pass inside, and a foul call on Cummings.
Yes, sir.
Cummings forced Jordan out of bounds, and that's, you're right, the second foul on Terry Cummings. And a timeout taken here in San Antonio with 6:44 left in the quarter. 12-11 Chicago. Well, the Bulls have a 1-point lead here on the Spurs, and we talked about that draw play that Michael Jordan made.
And he still wasn't through. He gets it back again. He looks over at Pax. He says, yeah, I got a little 15-foot jumper here. Yep. And you're right. He was manipulating that ball, putting it in and pulling it out.
On March 8th, Utah in the stadium. And Reebok and Sportmart has a basketball radio for the first 5,000. David Wingate is on for the Spurs, replacing Terry Cummings. He guards Michael Jordan.
So Michael's got two different looks here in the first quarter.
He also has 6 points. Pippen from the outside. Scottie Pippen. That's a good sign, too. Bulls lead it by 3. They've scored the last 6. Cheeks off penetration. 4 points for Cheeks. Anderson on Pippen. Horace Grant steps up, finds Pippen out front. A punch into Cartwright over. Robinson. Oh, wouldn't stay. Horace went for the tip, didn't get it. And now the Spurs coming back, looking for the lead. Brakowski inside to Robinson. David Robinson's first field goal.
You would think they might want to really go after Bill Cartwright in the center. David Robinson, big, quick, agile. And if they get Bill in trouble, then Will would have to come in. Will Purdue not having the playing time, the savvy that Cartwright has in knowing how to keep the guy off the blocks.
There was a delay of game warning issued against San Antonio. Jordan guarded by Wingate and Anderson. The pass out to Pippen deflected. It's a live ball. And it's out of bounds to the Bulls with 8 on the shot clock. They will have it in the backcourt. 8 on the shot clock. The Bulls come into Jordan. Shot clock at 5.
He's going for 3.
Yeah, but he finds Horace inside over Robinson. Good play. The shot just didn't go.
Robinson knows where to be when they're pressing. He's right in that blue area.
Again, they throw in. This time to Anderson. His shot off Pippen. May have been blocked. Cartwright has it. The Bulls back looking for the lead. Horace Grant off the pull-up shot. And Horace has 4 as the Bulls go up by 1.
Boy, good to see the forwards active like this, cutting down the floor, filling the lanes, Jim.
They've got 6 of the 16. Pippen and Grant. Willie Anderson looking in over Pippen. Finds Robinson. Squares up on Cartwright. Cheeks down low. Good action by the Spurs off their half-court set. A 1-point lead for San Antonio. Paxson has it wide to the right. Pax gives it up to Pippen out front. On the come around, Horace Grant, he turns it in and couldn't get the shot down, and Cartwright missed the tip. Bulls wanted a foul call. Wingate coming back for the Spurs. Cheeks to the hoop, finds Wingate. Now Willie Anderson, and 3-second call against San Antonio.
One too many passes, and now Willie Anderson leaves, and Sean Elliott comes in for him.
Stacey King coming on for the Bulls.
See, they keep rotating. They got two big guys, big power forward Bukowski, big man in the middle in Robinson, and quick players now. Sean Elliott, a real speedster out of Arizona State, the 3rd pick in the draft. Matter of fact, of all the people picked in the draft, he and I think Stacey King are having the best years.
Yeah, and Stacey's ready to come into the game for the Bulls, but he didn't get into the lineup. Jordan against Wingate around the Cartwright screen. Michael, what a 360 move.
They spun him right around. Wingate spun him right around.
8 points for Jordan. The Bulls lead by 1. Robinson. Wingate on the cut. Finds Robinson trailing for the dunk. Packs it outside for the Bulls, who trail by 1. Packs against Cheeks. Got doubled up. Horace Grant finds Jordan underneath. Michael Jordan has 10.
He stepped inside of David Robinson and just powered him. Robinson could only do is to look up at Michael.
A 1-point Bulls lead with 3:12 remaining. Cheeks runs the show for the Spurs. Sean Elliott feeds Robinson inside, around right for the dunk and the foul.
Michael got a beautiful stuff. He just stepped inside of Robinson, went up and powered over him. So can Robinson get even on the other end? Yes, sir. Around Bill Cartwright, up and over the rim and in.
2 fouls on Cartwright. They've got Caldwell Jones in as a forward. Horace Grant and Bill Cartwright are out. Will Perdue and Stacey King are on for the Bulls, who trail by 1. Robinson's free throw puts the Spurs up 2. Robinson has 8.
That's where they keep coming at different lineups at you.
Here's Jordan on the move. We got a foul called on Wingate, who reached out and grabbed Michael off the drive. That foul on David Wingate is his first. And a timeout taken with 2:54 left in the quarter. San Antonio in front by 2 at 22-20.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, a very special.
Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
With our producer, Arnie Harris, this is Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr here in San Antonio. David Robinson is out. Terry Cummings back in for the Spurs, and Caldwell Jones stays in. Inbounding to King. Scotty has it. On the drive against Elliott. And a foul called on Elliott. Pippen on the line. Sean Elliott with his first. Aren't they over the limit? And isn't that a shooting foul? 4th team.
No, it wasn't a shooting foul, but
I thought it was a shooting foul. But it's the 4th team foul. On the cut, Jordan, and Michael lost it off his leg out of bounds. That time, the Purdue played it perfectly.
Yes, sir. He dropped the ball right down to him.
So the Spurs have it in front by 2. Cummings against Pippen. Tough shot. Caldwell Jones. And the Bulls have it on the dead run. It's Pippen and Jordan, and right back to Pippen from Michael. He walks.
That looked like it was going to be an exciting play. It ended up a dud. Michael and Scotty going, and the orchestration now done by Larry Brown.
The Spurs in front by 2. A chance to extend on that turnover. Elliott. Rebound battle inside. Spurs get it. Cummings puts it back in. Inside of 2 minutes with the Spurs up by 4. John Paxson spots up. So Pax has drilled his 2 outside shots.
Pax remembers this floor from when he was a Spur.
When he first came to the Bulls, remember Stan Albeck started all the old Spurs, and the Bulls won in here that night.
That's right.
Terry Cummings gives the Spurs a 4-point lead. That was the year Michael was out with an injury. Minute 25 left. Jordan against Wingate. Purdue overcoming. Will Purdue and King unable to come up with a rebound. Here's Vernon Maxwell coming on for San Antonio. And Cheeks going out.
Well, he's gone around pretty good through that lineup here first quarter.
They played last night, of course, and had to travel to get back home. They were on the road in Charlotte. So Larry Brown trying to spot some minutes early. David Wingate, not known as the outside shooter, but that one gives the Spurs a 6-point lead. Here's Jordan on the move. Off to Purdue. Paxson from the outside. Rebound, Caldwell Jones. Terry Cummings. Elliott around Pippen. And a foul on Purdue.
Well, I thought that Cummings was going to go up with his shot, Jim. He flipped it off to Sean Elliott. Elliott made the good fake. He got Scotty out, and then he came up underneath, and Will Purdue trying to stop him couldn't do it as it caught a friendly bounce to fall in. So that's the first hoop for Sean Elliott.
Good free thrower, 89%. And his three-point play gives San Antonio a 9-point lead. 7 straight for the Spurs. 35 seconds left in the quarter. The Spurs really aggressive defensively. Paxson out of the corner. Robinson the rebound. And now they'll play for one. Vernon Maxwell walks it up.
He's able to buy some minutes with Caldwell Jones as a power forward.
That's going to help him in the second half.
Good defensive player and a good rebounder.
David Wingate. Robinson with .7 left on the clock. And that's it after one. San Antonio on a run. 9 straight points to go up by 11. We'll be back after these messages. Say fans, here's the official newspaper of the Bulls. It's Bullseye with in-depth interviews, NBA updates, game statistics, and more. 20 exciting issues for $30. Call 1-800-255-9500, extension FAN, and charge it on your Visa or MasterCard. Well, after one in Houston the other night, the difference was 20.
Well, their Spurs are shooting 65%, Jim. The Bulls at 53 is okay, but the rebounding is really way out of whack. 11 of 4, San Antonio's favor.
And the lead is their favor, 33-22. Some pressure here in the backcourt. Michael Jordan against Wingate. Craig Hodges is in, and Vernon Maxwell has him. Here's Jordan. Nice dish off to Purdue. And the rebound to Caldwell Jones. One shot and one shot only for the Bulls. Elliott. A foul called, and Sean Elliott shoots 2. 2 fouls on Horace Grant.
Elliott comes right around Horace, and then he's going to step back in, and looks like he ducked his head on the way underneath the play.
I tell you, John, I don't feel the Spurs are good outside jump shooters, and yet the Bulls run out at that fake. Let him have that shot. Elliott with 5, or at least until they can prove to you that they can make it with regularity. Horace Grant inside to Jordan. Michael against Robinson. Over the head shot won't go. And the ball out of bounds. The Bulls have it. Here's Cummings back in, and Sean Elliott going out.
Keep coming fresh bodies at
you. Horace Grant to make the inbounds. Right back to Grant, but he was standing out of bounds. He hadn't established himself on the court, and Michael Jordan's pass to him turns into a turnover. So far here in the first half, it's pointing out what we said earlier. Good effort by the Bulls, but no execution. And Vernon Maxwell gets the layup down. San Antonio by 14. Stacey King around Cummings. Robinson the block. Cummings digs it out.
We talk about huge people out there.
David Wingate. The ball knocked outside, but to Wingate. He throws over to Robinson. It's still being volleyed for, and finally Will Perdue claims it. Jordan on the push. Michael Jordan has 12. The Bulls trail by 12.
See, I'm with you. I like that outside shot that Wingate just missed one. Gave the Bulls a chance to to break out and run.
Maxwell over the Robinson screen. There you go.
It's a head coaching job open for you in Charlotte, Jim.
Michael Jordan with 14. And it's a 10-point lead for San Antonio. 9:50 remaining in the first half. Willie Anderson ready to come back for the Spurs. Robinson over Perdue. Stacey King tips to Perdue, but then the outlet is stolen by the Spurs. Maxwell. Caldwell Jones follows it in.
Well, they missed another shot from the outside.
But the Bulls couldn't finish it off defensively. Right. Didn't get the complete stop, and now a timeout taken. 9:21 left in the half. San Antonio has gone up by 12.
Express News, KSAT 12, WOA.
Friday, March 16th, the Detroit Pistons invade Chicago Stadium, and the first 10,000 fans receive a corduroy hat courtesy of Bud Light. 9:21 left in the first half. Spurs up 12. Horace Grant triggers to King. Bukowski back on for San Antonio. Now a ball loose, but Stacey King has it. Good energy level by the Spurs here in the first half. 6 to shoot. Scottie Pippen. Double team, and there's the steal by Bukowski. Willie Anderson to Cummings, and a foul call. Terry Cummings to shoot 2 as the Bulls are completely back on their heels.
This is a great way to be able to coach a basketball team, Jim. You've got the big stopper in the middle, so now you say everybody else play your man tight. And this is the way the Boston Celtics did it for years with Russell there. Don't help the center. Do not drop back and help him. He will handle it himself. So now you can overplay and double team as they just did, force Scotty way out high on the floor in a trap and trying to get the ball to a forward. The ball was stolen. Now Terry Cummings shoots a free throw. So what a coach's delight to have a guy like David Robinson back there to.
The Bulls down 13 after Cummings split the free throws.
I mean, you can jump all over guys.
Another turnover.
Yeah, you can jump all over guys for not playing defense and come out because there's other guys who want to come in and do it.
Spurs a 13-point lead with 8:45 left in the half. Robinson, Willie Anderson. Threw it out of bounds. Willie Anderson ran into a dead end. He thought that Robinson was going to drift toward the basket along the baseline, but that didn't happen. Hodges from the outside. Craig Hodges with a 2-pointer. The Spurs lead is 11, and that was their margin at the end of 1. 8:19 left in the half. 8 turnovers for the Bulls tonight, but a lot of them lately have been unforced, and Bukowski is fouled by King. They're just getting a shoulder lead on you, and the Bulls aren't able to defend.
Right. Good move. Bukowski puts his shoulder down, leans underneath, comes in hard, and picks the foul up.
Right, Bukowski is the line for the Spurs.
I think I mentioned Sean Elliott from Arizona State, and I know he's from Arizona because he was brought up in Tucson, and actually has a gym name for him, high school gym name for him.
Stacey King out with Michael Jordan back in. Burkowski, one more free throw attempt. Horace Grant the rebound. It's 40-28 San Antonio with 8:10 left in the half. Jordan against Maxwell. Scottie Pippen on the drive, finds Horace Grant. Hodges for three. Burkowski the rebound on the run. They throw it away. Let's see if the Bulls can take advantage. And the 8th turnover tonight by San Antonio.
Hard to believe.
Scottie Pippen inside. Nice dish. But he was fouled on the pass-off. Burkowski on the foul.
You know what's hard to believe, Jim, is that the Bulls have 8 turnovers. They have 9 turnovers. But you wouldn't know it the way they're playing and shooting and rebounding, and Bulls put it in bounds.
Here's Horace Grant over Burkowski. Ball on the floor. Robinson saves. Willie Anderson to Cummings. And that's 2 in a row they've thrown away. Trying to run the break. Now the Bulls back in a hurry. Scottie Pippen. What's the call? Illegal defense. That's the second one of the game.
You know, and twice we've got him in illegal defenses with somebody trying to do something in the middle to get away from Robinson. So Jordan will shoot the free throw.
Cheeks back in for the Spurs. Maxwell is out. $15 points for Jordan. The lead is 11. Pippen into Cartwright. Right back to Pippen. Scottie in on Robinson. Tried to hand it to Cartwright. Now they go back in, and a foul on Robinson. He hooked up Cartwright down on the blocks. David Robinson with his first.
This is one thing that they cannot get away from. They've got to be able to use Bill. They've got to get the ball into him a couple times because of this strong physical play of these two centers. See if you can draw a foul or two on him.
Here's Jordan over everybody. Horace Grant couldn't get it down, and Robinson clears. Cummings running out on the break. Fouled by Hodges.
Horace almost made a great play, and then Cummings coming down the floor gets fouled by former teammate of his when he was with Milwaukee, Craig Hodges.
John Paxson ready to come back for the Bulls. Cummings 1 for 2 at the foul line.
Got 29 points against the Hornets.
He had quite a week against
them. That's 81.
81 in 2 games.
Big time game here as he had 52 points, and the only other forward that had more than him this year is Carl Malone, was 61.
2 free throws by Cummings, and the Spurs up 13. It's Jordan against Anderson. Paxson guarded by Cheeks. Michael goes right into the post. They get it to him, and now they send a posse after Jordan. Cartwright has it, steps up on Cummings, and Burkowski the rebound. Terry Cummings makes his move on it. Willie Anderson guarded by Paxson. He'd like to take Pax a little closer to the basket. He does, and delivers to Robinson, who was fouled and out of the hoop.
Bill Cartwright on a foul. That's his third. Good move by Robinson. Takes the ball down, gives a little fake up in the air, and then leans under the arm. Bill tried to spin away from it.
Stacey King coming on for Cartwright with 6:19 left in the half. David Robinson, as you see, he does pretty well defensively too. He's well up there in block shots. He's got 13 points in this game. The Spurs have opened up a 16-point lead, and 6:12 left in the half.
Rebound. The Bulls 19-8.
Shot clock at 6. Jordan trying to get free. It's the pull-up. Michael with 17. On the trip so far, the only threat the Bulls have had. The Bulls trying to pack in. They get it into Brakowski. Brakowski scores over Grant. That's 7 points for Frank Brakowski. Here's Horace Grant on the cut. Scottie Pippen for the dunk and the foul. Scottie had to hang and swing and let the traffic clear out from under him. Elliott on the foul.
Scottie Pippen, nice pass from Horace Grant. Went up. You're right. He went up and just flipped it under, and so he doesn't fall. Comes grabbing on a ring. Nice play as we look at it again. Good work, Ernie.
And the three-point play by Pippen gives him 5 points in the game, and the Bulls are down 13. And now the Bulls extending the defense into the backcourt. Here's Anderson losing the handle on a drive to the hoop. It's loose. Sean Elliott has it. Shot clock at 10. Anderson past Pippen. Trying to hand it off inside. Stacey King makes the steal. The Bulls trying to get the break started, but Robinson had stopped the ball, and Paxson sticks the pull-up. Pax with 6. The lead is 11. 5 minutes remaining. San Antonio all the time looking for the big guy. They get it to him. Robinson against King. Count it, and a foul called. David Robinson, he's just too big for Stacey King.
Sure is. He got the ball, took one step down low. Jordan came to try to help out, but he just took a step down and a step in, and you're right. Too big and too strong, and it's really something to say that when you're 6'11", but the guy you're playing against is 7'2".
David Robinson having a super game. He's got 16 points. The Spurs lead it by 14. 4:37 left in the first half. Here's Jordan getting free underneath. Got fouled by Anderson. The shot wouldn't go. That's only the first foul tonight on Willie Anderson.
Looked like Michael was under the basket too far here. Tried to go around, come back in, and still made a shot of it, didn't he? Still made a shot of it.
David Wingate back in. Sean Elliott is out. Michael Jordan with 17 points in the contest. There's 18.
Michael 7 out of 10 now in the field. Perfect from the line with his first 4, one on the technical.
19 for him. The next closest, though, is Paxson with 6. Against the press, the Spurs still in the backcourt. Up 12. Cummings gets it on ahead to Wingate. A pass inside, tipped out of bounds by King. Good job by Stacey King because they were going over the top to Willie Anderson. 14 to shoot. And a timeout taken. 4:17 left in the first half. Larry Brown and the Spurs leading the Bulls 50-38. This copyright program is presented by the authority of the NBA and the Chicago Bulls. It's intended solely for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of the NBA, the Chicago Bulls, and WGN-TV is prohibited. Michael Jordan has 19 points for the Bulls, but the Spurs have out-rebounded the Bulls 19-9 and lead on the scoreboard by 12. Terry Cummings from the outside. Scottie Pippen the rebound. Pippen with a throw ahead, stolen by Cummings. David Wingate's inside pass, and Jordan a steal as he went back into front Robinson. Paxson off to Pippen underneath for the layup. So the Bulls get the score right under the hoop. Scotty with 7, and it's a 10-point game.
Jim, the Bulls are 6 out of 12 from layups, Bill. The Spurs are 14 out of 15. We talked about long-range shooting. They're only 6 out of 18 from out there.
And they go inside again. Robinson over King.
Nice touch for the big guy. Hey, what?
18 points for David Robinson. Pippen dumps it into King, around Robinson, left it short. Stacey again. Woo. Stacey King, 1 for 2 on his layup. 52-42. Inside Anderson. Tough shot, drew the foul.
Scotty picks up number 1. Into the baseline. Anderson makes a good move down low. Scotty trying to cut him off, gave him a little bit of a hip. Sticks that hip out, and that's where you draw. Caldwell Jones in for David Robinson.
With 3:03 left in the half. Willie Anderson dead center with a free throw. He has 5.
Sure, you know, quick there. What, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 15 free throws.
San Antonio up 12 again. Wingate guards Jordan. Oh boy, Wingate is down.
They couldn't find Michael.
And now a pass to Jordan is knocked out of bounds by Cummings with 11 on the shot clock.
11 seconds on the shot clock.
There's people here from Arkansas. There's people here from Centralia, Illinois. I mean, you talk about trying to get tickets to a Bulls game.
They come a long way.
Come a long way is right.
Scottie Pippen off the reload. And a foul called, and Pippen to shoot 2. Foul on Willie Anderson.
Number 40, Willie Anderson.
Scotty with a reload here of his own. Willie Anderson with some body. You can't see the arm on the body, but you see him coming in from the side. So Scottie Pipp, who's struggled from the field since the Bulls left home.
He's struggling at the foul line tonight. And he gets 1 out of 2. The lead is 11 for the Spurs with 2:40 left, and the Bulls with a half-court trap on. Terry Cummings out front to Cheeks. Anderson shoots over Jordan. It's their first basket from that far out on the floor. 1 for a half. That doesn't warrant that kind of defensive attention. King over Caldwell Jones.
That's not easy. That guy's been around for 16 years, and he is a good defensive player.
And he's 7 feet.
Yep.
Spurs swing on the perimeter all the time, looking in, trying to probe on the inside. Anderson gets the bounce. Bill Jackson wanted a travel call on Willie Anderson. The Bulls down 13 with 1:45 left in the half. Horace Grant is fouled as he tried to make his move into the post. Cheeks reached back and picked up the foul, his first. 2 shots coming for Horace Grant.
The Bulls have had pretty good success when they've gone into the middle and split off them. That time Horace tried to take it to the hoop, and Cheek got caught up and couldn't get out of it. Draws the foul, and Robinson going to come back in here. Doesn't he need a longer rest than that?
I was thinking more in terms of about a half hour, weren't you?
Yeah.
Terry Cummings going out. I'll tell you, this is a key moment in the game for the Bulls because you've got 1:43. The Bulls are down 12. Unless they hold it even or cut into the lead a little bit, they could be looking up at an 18-point deficit here at the half. Vernon Maxwell and Cheeks and Robinson share possession on the perimeter. 12 to shoot. Maxwell looks for the entry, and there it is. Robinson. Horace Grant off to Jordan. The Bulls have a chance to trim it to 10. A 3 try by Michael, which is the lead 9. 250 to Charitables from True Value. 22 points for Jordan. 1:10 left in the half.
This is what we were trying to do the other day, Jim, against Houston, get it down to 9 or 10. Steal by Mike.
Oh, they knocked it loose, and Pippen comes out with it. Scotty on the hard push. Outside Jordan. Michael the fake, steps in the lane, drops it off to Horace Grant. He's fouled by Robinson. Robinson went for the block. They're going to call the foul on Maxwell. What happened on the play, Michael on the reload shot as Robinson passed by, he got tripped and fell.
He did call, was it Caldwell Jones knocked him down, I guess. And so anyway, Horace is back to the free throw line.
These are big free throws here, and Horace misses the first one. Bulls have a chance to whittle this down to 7 with 51.5 seconds left. Horace rims the next one in. He's got 6. The lead is 8. Spurs were up by as many as 16. Cheeks against Paxson. Wingate against Pippen, and off the ball a foul on Stacey King and David Robinson to the line. That's 3 fouls on King. So Robinson's been a busy man tonight. He's had 3 fouls whistled against Bill Cartwright, and now 3 on King and Will Perdue, who picked up 1 while he was in there. David Robinson with 19 points.
He missed the first free throw, Jim, and then he's been able to string a bunch of them together. He's also got 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, a couple scares, 3 assists.
A lot of scares. That's why the Bulls were, what, 5 out of 11 on layups early. Horace Grant the rebound. It's a 9-point game with 37 seconds left. The Bulls want a 2 for 1, I think. Let's see. Michael Jordan outside. Works around to Perdue, screen, shoots the long one, and Robinson the rebound. They'll get it again on 24-second possession. Spurs in a hurry themselves. Wingate nearly walked. Whoa, Will Perdue, Robinson, and David Robinson was right up on him before Perdue around. The foul is called on Michael Jordan.
They really clotheslined him. He tried to go through the middle, go into the hoop, and Will stuck his arm out, and Michael came from behind.
That foul should be on 32, not 23. They called it on 23. And Michael is saying, me? How is an innocent bystander? Yes, Will Perdue picks up the foul, his second.
32.
Down the middle he comes, taking a giant step to the hoop, and Will says, whoa.
17.5 seconds left. So Wills is in, and Perdue is out.
They're just going to try to spread the floor here and try to get it down with 3 points. Robinson's got a full night's work in already, Jimmy.
Yeah, but I got a feeling he's not going to take the rest of the night off.
You got that right.
20 points for him as Brakowski returns for the Spurs, who lead by 10. Caldwell Jones going out.
For Caldwell Jones.
Robinson puts the Spurs up 11. Boy, the Bulls had a chance. A missed free throw here or there. A missed foul. A missed trip defensively. Here's Hodges for 2. It's a 2-point goal for Hodges. 2.3 left. Spurs have it in play. Brakowski from 70 feet. It's short of the mark. And at the half, the San Antonio Spurs own a 9-point lead. So the Bulls are better off than they were the other night in Houston. They were down 22 at the half on Thursday. They're down by only 9 here at halftime. When we return on Channel 9, Johnny Kerr will be visiting with Bulls assistant coach John Bach. Both teams back on the floor here in San Antonio with the Spurs in front of the Bulls by 9, 61-52. And Johnny Kerr, you've got some first half highlights to look at.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at them right now. Here we go. Michael Jordan down, comes around Anderson, down the middle, up around everybody else. Who's got the ball? Horace Grant has got it and puts in a beautiful stuff. Well, Scottie Pippen is going to appear in your screen here. Bill Cartwright has the ball. Scotty comes around. Nice little shape up play off that triangle. And he knocked it. And Michael Jordan, a spinning pirouette to the hoop around David Robinson. The human triangle. Robinson, oh, did he power it down right through the middle. Really coming on an amazing move. Michael Jordan inside of Robinson, and it's a slam dunk for Michael. And then Scottie Pippen gets the ball on a return from Horace Grant. And you better hang around because we'll be back with stats, huh, Jimmy?
I've got some stats to look at right now. And something that's very alarming, I think, to the Bulls coaching staff. This is 2 games in a row where a team has shot over 60% from the field against them. In Houston the other night, of course, the Rockets did it for the game. And here the Spurs have done it for a half at 62%. The Bulls are at 52%. Rebounds 21-13 San Antonio, and that has to be of concern to the Bulls coaching staff. And 12 Spurs turnovers, 9 for the Bulls. And points off turnovers, the Bulls with 18, San Antonio with 11. Spurs are up by as many as 16. Michael Jordan leads everybody in scoring tonight with 22, and then it's a big drop-off. Pippen with 8, Grant and Paxson with 6. As for the Spurs, David Robinson with 21, and a big drop-off as well. Willie Anderson then with 10, Bukowski and Cummings with 7. Elsewhere in the NBA tonight, and this afternoon, I should say, it was Detroit 105, Cleveland 100. And in the fourth quarter, the Knicks are leading Indiana by 2, 81-79. In the fourth quarter, Seattle and Washington tied at 87. And in the fourth quarter, the Clippers leading Orlando 101-94 in Orlando. The Clippers, of course, with another crippling injury. Gary Grant going down with a broken bone, right? Broke leg.
The bone in the left leg, and he was way up in steals and assists. He was the key. And after losing Ronnie Harper and now losing their point guard, they're really in a hurting situation.
But they're winning their game tonight. So the Bulls have it to work the length of the floor as the second half is underway. Bulls have some guys in foul trouble. Cartwright playing with 3. Horace Grant into Jordan. Michael around Robinson. Nice move by Michael Jordan, and the Bulls are within 7.
You know, when you get it in that close against Robinson, you better do something quick with it, and Michael did. He spun away, faked, drove, laid it in. I mean, talk about quick.
61-54. Here's Paxson knocking one to the floor, but Bukowski comes up with it. 6 to shoot. Robinson gets it in deep. The Bulls just couldn't keep it on the perimeter. A 9-point game. Scottie Pippen holding on Cummings. Cartwright open. But he shot it as an afterthought, and Bukowski has the rebound and the loose ball foul on Scottie Pippen.
You're right, Jim. He had the shot immediately. It wasn't there. And then as he started to load it up, Robinson closed on him, and he missed it as Pippen came around and fouled Bukowski.
San Antonio, the ball up 9, and the Bulls in need of another defensive stop.
You say that early in the third quarter.
Yeah, but this is important that they get one as Anderson turns it over on the walk.
It's his 6th turnover.
He's got a pretty good defensive player guarding him tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
People overlook that fact that Michael Jordan is a pretty good defensive player as well as a big offensive force. The Bulls swing to Jordan. Over Anderson. Michael Jordan with 26. Again, the Bulls are within 7. Here's where they need to get over the hump. Make San Antonio feel their presence early in the second half. Robinson with 10 to shoot. Gets it into Bukowski. Good play. Frank Bukowski with 9. Cartwright hands to Paxson. Pax works around the Cartwright screen. Well, look at the rotation as Bukowski came over to pick up Cartwright. Now a pass into Jordan, and a foul call, or is it simply out of bounds for the Bulls with 8 to shoot?
It's out of bounds, but you're right, Jimmy. What rotation? Robinson was on Cartwright. The next thing you knew, Bukowski came over as Billy was free to get a pass, so Anderson leaves. And David Wingate comes in for him.
Scottie Pippen into Grant. Wide open shot. Horace Grant hits it. Horace with 8. Bulls are stuck on that 7 to 9 point deficit. It's 7 right now with 9:39 left in the third. Gary Cummings against Pippen. Here's Brakowski down on the blocks now, backs it out against Pippen. Over the top pass out of bounds. The Bulls have it with a chance to cut it to 5.
Bulls have done a pretty good job on Terry Cummings tonight. 2 for 6.
In the game in Chicago Stadium, he had 2-6, 26 points in the game.
And he can break out of it very easily.
Cartwright comes out wide to get it, then takes the long shot. And Brakowski, the rebound, and a loose ball foul on the Bulls. Horace Grant with his third. 2 team fouls on the Bulls.
Second team foul. Spurs ball.
So San Antonio has it with a 7-point lead. Good ball movement. Cummings comes up shooting. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on the Bulls. Bill Cartwright, that's his 4th. And he had the inside position on Robinson.
Right from where we're sitting, Jim, it looked like he was right there. Cummings misses the shot, and as they battle underneath for it, looked like Bill was inside, but that angle doesn't show you that he was.
Will Perdue coming in for Cartwright. 3 team fouls on the Bulls. San Antonio with a second chance opportunity. They go right into Robinson, and the Bulls knock it off his head out of bounds. It was Horace Grant doubling in the post. Made the play. Again, the Bulls with a chance to cut it to 5. Jordan on the move. Paxson steps up, gets it to Perdue. Robinson covers him. Michael Jordan free on the wing. 8 to shoot. A little hanger. Cuts it to 5. 28 points for Jordan. 8:27 remaining in the third. And San Antonio burns a timeout with 8:24 left in the third quarter. The Bulls back in the game. It is 65-60 Spurs.
At this time, please direct your attention to the Jumbotron score.
Let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Chicago, America's #1 sports station.
With our producer-director, Arnie Harris, this is Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr in San Antonio, where the Bulls are back in it after trailing by 16 in the first half. It's a 5-point lead for the Spurs. Bulls and Spurs in the third. 67% from the field so far, both ways. Cummings puts the Spurs back in front by 7. Horace Grant comes high. Paxson off the cut. Grant trying to get Brakowski in the air. Boy, San Antonio really doing a good job defensively. 6 on the clock. Pippen off the fake. Goes high and draws the foul on Robinson.
Boy, did he spring up over Robinson. Robinson was sitting back planted, Jim. Scotty really got it together. He is way above the rim on this shot. And gets knocked off the balance. That's when you really be able to see it from the side. He is up, up, up.
Yeah, he had great elevation, but he was a little far from the hoop, so he couldn't quite bring it down for a dunk. That foul on Robinson, his second. First team foul on the Spurs. God, he missing the second one. 67-61. San Antonio the lead in the ball. Wingate into Robinson against Perdue. The Bulls double on him. Michael Jordan gets hit with a foul as he chopped inside. That's his first.
He drew a crowd this time. Robinson gets it down low and trying to help him out. Scottie Pippen comes in and Michael goes from the back. And it's a foul going to the hoop. So David Robinson, who has 7 for 9 from that 15-foot stripe,
is now 8 for 10. And that's 24 points for him tonight. There's 12 rebounds to go with it. And San Antonio back to an 8-point lead. Pippen on the move against Cummings. Shot clock at 13. Here's Purdue. Pippen guarded by Robinson, takes him to the hoop again. Scottie Pippen twice has challenged Robinson. Here comes Cummings wheeling in on Jordan. Lost the ball, knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. Shot clock at 17.
Technical foul.
On who? For what? Terry Cummings.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan to shoot the free throw.
Terry bumped him underneath. I heard Ronnie Nunn come out and say, wait a minute, you can't do that. So Terry Cummings gets a technical foul. Jordan steps down. He made one technical out of the 5 free throws he's got. It was an illegal defense call in the first quarter.
There's 29 points for him in the game. Larry Brown's club, which was up big early, now leads it by 5 with 7:10 remaining. We are in the third. Cheeks off the inbounds to Wingate. Book it. David Wingate with 4. Bulls run it to Pippen and a forward dunk on Robinson.
Oh, he is going on Robinson hard, hasn't he?
If David Robinson wants a piece of that one, boy. Here's Robinson in on Purdue. He draws the foul. This one's on Scottie Pippen. That's his third.
You talk about an athlete. This guy is an athlete. Great moves he's got. He brings you down low under the basket without putting the ball down. And now he's got you making him move, committed. Then he comes back to the middle, still strong enough to get over, and has all kinds of red jerseys around him as he makes the first.
26 points for Robinson. Elliott in. Cummings out. Terry Cummings still not happy.
That's something to say to Ronnie Nunn as they went off.
Robinson drills it. Free throws attempted for him tonight. He's made 11 of them. 27 points. The Bulls are down 7 with 6:40 left in the third. Jordan against Wingate. And a foul on David Wingate out on the open floor. His second. 2 team fouls on San Antonio.
I like this building, Jim. Their fans really explode. They're egged on a little bit by the scoreboard sometime that keeps saying make some noise and holler, but
Paxson is open. Robinson way up for the rebound. Cheeks. Elliott. Here's Elliott against Pippen. Almost lost the handle on the dribble. Shot clock at 8. Robinson has it high. Steps in the lane. Paxson knocked it away. Ball still loose. 2 on the clock. 1 on the clock. A long shot from Cheeks. No good, but tipped in by Elliott against the 24-second count.
Well, Bulls went to sleep that time. Had a chance to get that loose ball, and then Elliott comes up with the tip.
Now San Antonio is up 9. Pass to Jordan, tipped out of bounds by the Spurs with 11 on the shot clock. Spurs up 9 at 75-66 and a timeout taken. 5:48 remaining in the third. We'll be back to a noisy Hemisphere Arena after these messages. Hey fans, here's your chance to qualify for the Budget Rent-A-Car Shoot for Cash halftime contest. You go to any Budget location in Chicagoland, any participating Budget location, and register to win 2 tickets to a Bulls game and the chance to shoot for cash at halftime. The Spurs are smiling. They lead it by 9 with 5:48 left in the third. A big play a moment ago. Michael Jordan and David Robinson leading their teams in scoring. A big play a moment ago by San Antonio with a shot clock winding down. Sean Elliott tipped one in as Cheeks got the shot up with 1 second left. Off the inbounds, Jordan is open. Brakowski comes to get him. Michael to the hoop. What a drive. He missed it. The tip won't go. Rebound loose on the floor. Horace Grant back up and a foul on Robinson. That's his third. Horace Grant to shoot 2.
It's one of the few times the Bulls were able to get active on the offensive rebound. Horace gets it, goes back up with it, and number 50, you got him on the way up.
It's been a mixed bag for Horace Grant tonight from the foul line, 2 for 4. 5:38 left in the third quarter. Larry Brown is going to stay with Robinson in there with 3 fouls. Horace gets the bounce.
The 3 fouls. He watches himself pretty good. He doesn't just have to lean on a guy. He's strong enough to lean and step back, see the ball, and go after it.
Yeah, you're right, John. And what you hope the Bulls don't do. Michael, the rebound on that miss. You hope the Bulls don't get preoccupied with trying to get his 4th on him.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan couldn't get that one to drop, and the ball tipped out of bounds to the Bulls. 4 Spurs were there, but they couldn't claim it.
So the Bulls stay alive with rebounding on this end now.
Scottie Pippen into Grant. Right back to Pippen against Robinson. Had the dunk blocked, but Jordan gets it. Michael through traffic and Cheeks the steal. Cheeks on the push, and Elliott shoots it in. Gets his own rebound, lost it out of bounds. No, a foul called on the Bulls.
John Paxson.
That's his first. Doesn't matter. The Bulls are over the limit.
It came down, missed the shot underneath, but went up strong to get his rebound. And John Paxson, they said, reached in and got him, and we're in a penalty. So, man on the free throw line with that big knee brace.
Free throw is good. So out of all that activity at the other end of the floor, guess what, Johnny Kerr? The Bulls are going to lose a point out of it. They got 1. San Antonio gets 2. The lead is 10. 5:10 remaining in the third. Alley-oop to Grant. Boy, Horace wisely elected not to go up on Robinson. Michael Jordan missing the outside shot. Wingate has it. Elliott fires. Rebound on the floor. Will Perdue grabs it, fires it on ahead, and it's knocked out of bounds by Cheeks. A pass intended for Jordan. Good play by Maurice Cheeks to stop the fast break.
Cummings back in, Brakowski out. They just wanted to cool Terry off a little bit. Cool his feelings toward the officials off a little bit.
77-67. Spurs the lead, Bulls the ball with 4:40 left in the third. Pippen off the drive, throws it out of bounds. Knocked out by San Antonio, says Hank Armstrong. Larry Brown disagrees. 11 on the shot clock. Pippen to make the inbounds pass. Scottie from the outside. Boy, the Bulls' last 3 shots have come from the outside, and now a loose ball foul on the Bulls. Will Perdue, that's his third.
Number 32, Will Perdue.
That's the ones you got to let go. They're on their way down on a fast break, and they slow everything down. They've got control of the ball, and
Perdue is out. King is in. And David Wingate, a 75% free thrower on the line.
We talk about Bill Russell once in a while, and back down the floor like Russell used to do. He'd rest on offense. David Robinson's under the other basket, just standing waiting. Come on, fast break.
On my way, right? Horace Grant the rebound. The Spurs lead is 11. Grant over the top to Jordan. It's knocked away by Robinson. Pippen has it. Scottie trying to get maneuvering room. Paxson steps up. Stacey King. And David Robinson made that happen. He was all over that painted area. He defended the Bulls from the foul line on in and gave them nothing.
They talk about battleships, Jim. This guy truly was a Navy man. Ensign Robinson.
An 11-point lead for the Spurs. The Bulls challenged and San Antonio answered. Elliott with 11. 6 in the third. Spurs are up 80-67 after the Bulls had it down to 5. Horace Grant sub shot on Robinson. The Bulls' shot selection has been terrible, and Cheeks,
oh, thank goodness,
doesn't get the kind bounce.
That went over the clock.
Phil Jackson wants time. It's the full time, no, at 20. This all started with San Antonio in front by 7, and the shot clock winding down. Cheeks forced one up with 1 second left. He missed it, but Elliott tipped it in, and that gave them a 9-point lead. And since then, the Bulls have been able to come up with only 1 free throw.
Well, as the Bulls came off of that free throw, a pair of free throws that was split by Horace Grant, too, Jim. They had several chances to get it. Scotty had a dunk attempt that didn't go down, and that was like the end of it. Boy, that roll just continued for this ball club. They are playing so well here at home. They're 17 in a row, 19-1. They've only lost 1 game here in this building. Won their 30th of the year against Charlotte on the road last night. Pretty good road record at 11-12.
3:30 remaining in the third. The Bulls have 18 rebounds tonight. David Robinson has 14. Jordan against double team pressure. Loses the handle. Spurs have it. There's that man Robinson. Cummings open. San Antonio by 15. They've jumped it from 5 to 15 in about 2.5 minutes. The Hemisphere Arena is rocking, and Horace Grant can't get it to go, but Jordan tips it in.
Horace Grant.
Here's Elliott. They gave that basket to Grant. Wingate. Elliott with 10 on the shot clock. Boy, he's been a real factor in the third quarter. 8 of his 13 points here, and the Spurs are up 15 again. Michael Jordan down the lane, shoots under pressure and draws the foul.
It's really the way to break in, Jimmy, as a rookie with not a lot of pressure on, even though you're the third pick. They moved him from the starting rotation to bring him off the bench, but he's got such a surrounding cast with Robinson and Anderson, Cheeks, and Sean Elliott leaves now and had a great third quarter. Oh, hey.
That San Antonio blemish on the home court was to Portland early in the year by 4. They lost on November 8, 108 to 104.
It was like their second or third game.
Yeah.
And they're sitting right behind. Well, Utah has been playing great, and only 12 losses, and this club is sitting right behind them. And we should mention our good friend, Jerry Sloan, doing that job and leading Utah to that nice record of 31-12.
Michael Jordan with 31 points, but the Bulls are down 13. 2:25 left in the third. DJ Armstrong is in the game.
I had it.
I thought you did have it.
I had it. They put it right to me. Who threw that? I got to thank them.
DJ Armstrong brings it up. Hodges and Armstrong are the guards. Jordan, King, and Grant up front. Horace Grant out high. See how San Antonio forces the Bulls out higher? Here's Jordan off the drive. Shot by Michael Jordan on that Haynes jumper. He's got 33. Spurs up 11. Anderson to Wingate. Blocked by King. Foul called on Stacey King. His fourth. David Wingate to shoot 2.
Paul Mahalik said with the left hand he pushed him. So we'll take a look at it. Up in the air he goes. He's got the left hand on the hip.
He didn't. It wasn't a factor. That's not what made him miss the shot.
He was a little bit out of control when he coming down on the left side of the basket.
He was.
Right-hand player.
Wingate, 2 out of 3, 6 points in the game. And the Spurs up 12 with 1:56 left in the third quarter. Boy, the depth of the Spurs. Larry Brown able to spare some minutes early for his frontline people. They lead it by 13. See how high Horace has to come to get the pass? That takes the Bulls out of that play. 8 to shoot. Michael Jordan surrounded. Gets it to King. Over Bukowski. Stacey King has 6.
I still like the way the Bulls are hanging in there, though, Jim.
They're right there. They got a chance to make a run here in the 4th. Wingate. Anderson. In it goes to Bukowski. But you know, with Ensign Robinson on the bench now, that's when you'd like to have the Bulls make their run, right?
Yes.
It's a 13-point lead again. Jordan for 3. Gets his own rebound and powers it in.
He got bumped by one of his own teammates on the 3, and that still was right on line.
The lead is 11. 51 seconds left. Willie Anderson. Vernon Maxwell. Boy, they're making all the big shots here. 90 to 77 Spurs. Armstrong with 8 to shoot. Finds Hodges. Craig for 3. Hello.
There's one, huh?
Craig Hodges has 7. The lead is 10 with 21 seconds left. Bulls trying to trap half court, and the Spurs playing for 1. 11 seconds. Anderson out of the corner, a 2-point shot. Rebound, King. 4.5 left. Hodges with a long one, no good for 3. And it's out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end. San Antonio up by a solid 10, 90-80. Win a limited edition Bulls Hoopla t-shirt featuring 8 of your favorite Bulls players. There's only one way to win, and that's to play Hoopla, the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery. David Robinson back for San Antonio to start the 4th. The Spurs lead by 10.
You know what you and I are going to see here before this is over? Zarko Paspai. Maybe.
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 You'll have the honors when he comes in, Johnny. Right? Vernon Maxwell guarded by Armstrong. Bukowski kicked it out of bounds. The Bulls have it. I think the one thing that Phil Jackson and the coaching staff wants to see for sure, and that is the Bulls are really getting burned defensively. I mean, they are giving up. Well, the Houston game, what did the Rockets shoot for the game? 66, something like that?
Big points, too.
Yep. San Antonio, 62% in the first half. Jordan in the post on Wingate. Michael Jordan has 37. The Bulls are within 8.
Now you know why they could have sold another 35,000 tickets. In the league, revenue up last year in towns where Michael has been. After the trip is over and playing, they did $1.3 million worth of business with Jordan's coming in town.
Willie Anderson from 15 feet. His first 2 points in the second half. He has 12. Here's Jordan on the drive. Lefty layup this time. Tipped by King. Yes, sir. Stacey stayed with it. 8 points for King. King and Hodges, the only players to score off the bench. 10:45 left. Outside miss steal, Jordan. Anderson to Robinson. Man, was that some dunk by David Robinson. 29 points for him. His season and career high is 34. Jordan against Anderson. Inside King. Stacey gets it down. 10 points for King. Can't trade with him, though, Johnny Reds.
No, you cannot.
It just goes back and forth, 8 to 10. Willie Anderson got Jordan in the air, didn't take the shot. Anderson again around a Bukowski screen. Jammed by Anderson. 14 points.
Phil wants a timeout. He's going to talk about this one.
And again, it's the defense breaking down for the Bulls with 9:54 left to go. 96-86 San Antonio. Back after these messages. San Antonio up 10. 9:54 left. Phil Jackson's club, really this slump. You can trace it back to the Detroit game in the stadium. The Bulls losing at home to the Pistons, then losing the next game at Philadelphia, and yes, beating New Jersey, but not looking good doing it. Beating Atlanta, but they have Atlanta's number, and then the game in Houston. Getting drubbed on Thursday night. New York wins tonight against Indiana, where the Pacers are at the 50-50 mark. And Seattle wins a close one at Washington.
Yeah, they were first place 12, weren't they? Earlier. Clippers win 113-100 over the Magic.
Here's Pippen. Got bumped along the baseline. Shot clock at 11. The play is broken down. The pass loose. Out of bounds to San Antonio. Phil Jackson trying to spot some rest here for Michael Jordan. And the Spurs have it with a 10-point lead. Robinson gets free. No, he was fouled by Cartwright before the dunk. Cartwright with his 5th.
Well, we talked about Cartwright having the upper hand in that game in Chicago. Great game, but I guess somebody must have showed the film to Robinson. He's been really something.
Yeah, he sure has. 29 points for him. What's he got? 16 rebounds. Robinson on the drive. Lean-in jumper. Tipped it up. Loose ball foul Robinson. He picks up his 4th. And now Michael Jordan coming back in. He had the timeout. And he had about 30 seconds there on the bench. John Paxson also coming in. Hodges and Armstrong are out. John Paxson brings it up against Maurice Cheeks. Pippen guarded by Anderson. Pass into Jordan. Lefty layup. Rebound San Antonio. Michael put a little too much English on that one. Cummings. Ball tipped loose, but to Anderson. And tipped in by Cummings. They are just so much more active on the glass than the Bulls, and San Antonio is up 12. You would think the Bulls played last night. Cartwright driving on Robinson. Paxson. Spurs the rebound. Maxwell on the attack. Terry Cummings over King.
He's found it, hasn't he?
He's got 15.
Found that touch.
They lead by 14. They have responded each time the Bulls have challenged tonight. Scottie Pippen pressured by Anderson. Jordan is free. Drives Robinson to the rim. What a dunk by Jordan.
Quick. You talk of, he's gone up on. I asked him about that. How come sometimes you do it so quickly? He says, sometimes I have to.
Oh, man. David Robinson had no chance. 12 to shoot. Robinson has it against Cartwright. And a foul on Cartwright. He's gone. We get a chance to watch Michaels drive along the baseline.
Talk about him quick going up. We said he did it. He exploded up quick and over Terry Cummings. Now Bill Cartwright leaves. Bill has a few things to say for Hank Armstrong, but it's not going to be heard. And now, who is it? Horace came in.
The Bulls are playing with Grant, Pippen.
They need one more player out there.
No, Stacy's here.
No, is he sitting on the bench? I thought. Horace came in for him, and then Bill fouled out, so they need one more guy. So Phil is looking. Will Perdue gets the call. So Bill Cartwright fouls out. He has 2 points.
And Perdue comes in. He's got 3 fouls and no points. To say that David Robinson has owned it in the middle is putting it mildly. Cheeks against Paxson. Alley-oop pass stolen by Pippen. They try to throw into Robinson. Plenty of time for the Bulls tonight, if they can begin to execute a little better. 12 on the clock. Jordan around a Purdue screen. Steps inside, feeds Pippen. A three-try by Scotty. And the rebound out of bounds to the Bulls.
Okay, come away with something now, guys.
.7:18 left. David Wingate coming back in for the Spurs, and Vernon Maxwell going out.
The first half, Cummings was 2 out of 6, Jim, and now the second half he's 4 out of 6. That's the Terry Cummings we're used to see. Michael over the top on an alley-oop.
Knocked away and out of bounds. The Bulls will throw in. Now on that play, Jordan got bumped by Wingate going up. No foul call. Pippen again trying to throw in. Comes into Purdue. Pippen on the drive. Fouled by Anderson. And Anderson with his third.
Willie Anderson, his third.
Second team foul on the Spurs here in the fourth. 7:10 left. San Antonio in front by 12. This is really a must-score trip for the Bulls. It's their third crack. Paxson. Spurs knock the ball out of bounds again. The Bulls are a step late. Their recognition is like a half step off. Horace was open, but it was before Pax got so far over on the other side of the court. The Bulls come into Jordan. Jordan spins on Wingate. Lean in hanger. Wild shot. Robinson clears it out to Anderson. And the Bulls came away with nothing in 4 tries.
That's what happened when they snuffed that rally in the third quarter.
Robinson over Purdue. Scottie Pippen the rebound. Again, the Bulls with a chance to cut it to 10. The up-court pass knocked out of bounds by Cheeks.
Just a little bit slow again. Scottie saw the play, but by the time he was able to load up and try to get it to Horace, Mo Cheeks was back and tapped it out of bounds. So the Bulls, another 3 times in a row, they inbound under their own basket. Twice they come away with nothing. And
David Robinson getting a rest with Brakowski in. 6:31 left. Horace Grant off to Purdue. Shoots under pressure. Left it short. Collects the rebound. Back out to Paxson.
And they're getting some opportunities at it.
Jordan against Anderson. Jordan out of the corner. Brakowski the rebound. The Spurs the 12-point lead. Going for their 20th win of the year at home. Willie Anderson over the top, and Purdue the steal. Good play by Purdue defensively. Now the Bulls need to score. Inside pass to Grant, and it's knocked out of bounds by Anderson.
And Bulls put it in again. That tells you how active that team is. That's been 5 times the Bulls had to put it in possession the last 3 times down the court.
Scottie Pippen looks to bring it in. Still looking. He's against the 5-second count. Takes a timeout. 5:35. Make it 5:37 left to go in the game. 100-88 San Antonio. Back after these messages. The next telecast on Channel 9 Thursday from Denver at 8 o'clock Chicago time. The Sixers are in the stadium on Saturday, March 17th, and the first 10,000 fans receive a car sunshade. 5:37 left. Again, the Bulls to throw in from the baseline.
Get it in.
A lob into Jordan. Here's Pippen in on Brakowski, and the foul on Brakowski is his third. Scotty to shoot 2.
Frank Brakowski is third.
Scotty takes it in hard to the hoop and gets fouled. And again, we're in you want to call them the must-score situations here. They've got to get something out of these out-of-bounds plays.
They've been stuck on 88 for a while. They had 4 tries earlier. Now, because that one hit the glass, it went in. It didn't want to, did it?
No.
Isn't there an NBA rule that David Robinson can't come back into the game?
Can't. I want to tell you something. San Antonio is best thought of when they say remember the Alamo, but they're going to be saying remember Robinson. He's in San Antonio too. They're not going to be saying remember the Alamo.
Here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
They said he can't come in, and Phil is saying he can't come in, and now.
Well, he can come in now.
Sure.
He was there. I mean, he can come in after the first free throw is attempted.
Yeah, he was sitting up at the bench. But, you know, now he was taken out for about a minute and a half, 2-minute rest. Plus the ball being taken out of bounds. The Bulls took a timeout. So he had himself a nice rest. But Scotty makes those 2.
He bit some iron on both of them, but they count, and the Bulls are within 10. Willie Anderson makes it a 12-point game. 16 points for Willie Anderson. Big fourth quarter. He's got 6 of his 16 here in the fourth, and it seems all of his points are big ones here. 5:15 left. Pippen off penetration. Sets up Horace Grant. Nope. Spurs the rebound. Over the top pass, tipped away. Grant saves it to Jordan. Good play by the Bulls defensively. Michael coming back. Surveys the situation. Says, I'll take this one. That's 41 points for Jordan. The lead is 10. Bulls need to pitch a shutout just about the rest of the way with 4:40 left. They've only got margin for maybe 4 more points here being scored by the Spurs. Willie Anderson on the perimeter, 5 to shoot. Wingate from the outside. And Stacey King is quick to the ball. Ahead to Pippen. Scotty sees Robinson back up the floor. And now we get an offensive foul on Pippen.
The ball is stuck up on the rim. And there's a timeout, Jim. Maybe they'll have it down, ready to play when we get back.
Maybe we'll watch them take it down because we're going to keep it here with 4:17 left.
All right.
And a 10-point lead.
Well, again, the Bulls needed to get something out of time down the floor. King with the rebound and flipped it on out to Scotty. Scotty was going to look for Michael on the wing, but he saw a little bit of an opening, took it down the middle, and then tried to get it to Horace Grant. And Horace Grant.
We get a chance to look at it here. Boy, David Robinson took the charge. What else doesn't he do?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Anderson, I'm sorry. It was Willie Anderson who spotted up and took the charge. That's the kind of night it's been for the Bulls right there.
You talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. That is it. The rock was stuck between a hard place, 2 hard places. So down by 10, the Bulls will have to get back on defense now, and 4:17 to go. Try to force a turnover here. They played pretty good this second half, Jim, but they spotted a net lead.
They played good, but they've still lost a point. They were down 9 at the half. They're down 10 now. You're right. They did cut it to 5 at one stage, and then they hit the wall there.
You asked me about what doesn't Robinson do, right? He's got 29 points. He's got 16 rebounds. Took a couple plays away from the Bulls with scares. He also tied his season high of 6 assists.
He's having a great game. Well, he's a great player.
Yeah. We only get to see him twice a year, and of course we saw him in Chicago that one game, and it was the tail end of a long, worrisome trip for the Spurs, and I like what I see. I wish we saw more. I know that our team doesn't, but sure fans would like to see more of this guy. Real treat.
Now the Bulls with a half-court trap alignment. They work it around the perimeter. Shot clock at 11. Robinson comes out on the floor. Cheeks with 6 to shoot. Anderson over Jordan. Tip. Robinson. Ball on the floor and collected by Grant.
Oh, too high.
No, it isn't. King has it inside.
Oh,
He's fouled by Willie Anderson.
That looked like it was going to hit the 24-second clock. Oh, Pax let it go, and I didn't think Stacy could get up and get it. We were right behind this play, and it was way up, but Stacy got the ball, came down, gave it a fake, went boom, went back up, and Anderson on the foul. Who's fourth?
Need both free throws here by Stacy King. There's one. That's 11 points for King in the game.
Stacy is becoming a player now that the Bulls can count on to get a little scoring out.
Yes. Robinson the rebound. What's that, 17? 3:40 left, 102-93. Terry Cummings, Willie Anderson. They work the perimeter all the time looking in for the big guy. Cummings from the outside. Rebound, Grant. Off to Jordan. Michael finds Paxson. Pippen for 3.
Yeah, he gets it.
Scottie Pippen brings the Bulls to within 6 with 3:13 left. Now it's a big trip for the Spurs. Robinson out to Cheeks. They work their triangle play. Robinson, he caught his own pass. No, it was blocked, and then he's fouled going to the hoop.
Whoa, Phil really upset on that. He draws a foul, and
we'll have a chance to look at it here on the replay.
Jordan, they say, got him on the foul. He started to the middle. He lost the ball.
Pass.
He lost the ball.
Oh, boy. Ronnie Nunn claimed that it was touched by a Chicago player. It wasn't even close.
No.
So now this big three-point play here may take the guts out of this Bulls rally. Whoa. It's San Antone by 9 with 2:53 left and a timeout taken. Now, the call that would have been there would have been a foul on the initial shot. King does not touch the ball.
No, he slipped out of his hand.
See,
and he went up and got
his
it.
own pass.
Yes,
That's
sir.
walking. Oh, well. We've seen the officials not see it before.
And one more angle on this. He goes to the middle to take the shot. And it happens. It does slip out of your hand on occasion, but he got it back, and then Jordan was on the foul. So Robinson with 32 points.
His three-point play wipes out Scottie's three-point field goal.
19 rebounds. What did Thorpe have in that game? He had a bundle of rebounds, and Olajuwon, we are...
The power game, the Bulls are not dominating. Olajuwon and Thorpe dominated in Houston.
So that's a season high for Robinson with 19 rebounds.
Yep.
He had 11 block shots against Charlotte the other night, and he was only second in the league last night in block shots. Manute Bol had 13.
So with 2:53 left, San Antonio has a 9-point lead.
The Spurs still shooting 58%. The Bulls below 50, but they are hanging in the game here, but the thread they're hanging by is very, very thin, and there's 2:53 left.
The Bulls with the same fivesome. They're going with who brung them. King, Grant, Pippen, Jordan, and Paxson. San Antonio with Anderson, Cummings, Robinson, Maxwell, Cheeks. Paxson brings it up. Michael Jordan dances to the outside. And Robinson the rebound. There's 20. .227 left. Cummings with 8 to shoot. Anderson over King. Robinson with his 5th foul, and Stacey King shoots 2. 2:18 left.
That's the way to do it, Jimmy. If they miss a shot with the clock dead, try to put some points on. So they quickly walk down the other end. Stacey King, who just split a pair of free throws, goes up, and now there's no time to split free throws. And it's a tough job for the Rook. Try to keep this guy off his back, and have to remember. Bad one.
Now it will take a split, right?
Yeah. You got to remember that David Robinson is only a rookie.
Yeah. But there are some rookies that aren't rookies.
Yeah, he's been redshirted for 2 years.
King makes the second one. He's got a dozen. Bulls down 8. Terry Cummings against that trapping defense, and now San Antonio into the half-court set. Anderson against Pippen.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Cheeks with 3 on the clock. Ball tipped out, and they've got it with a chance to run off another 24. The Spurs have it in the spread. Minute 48 left.
Had Mo Cheeks give up an air ball, and they still come back with it.
He got some rim. On the drive goes Anderson. Vernon Maxwell under the Cummings, and he tips in his own net. Terry Cummings with 17. It's a 10-point game with 1:30 left. And San Antonio on its way to its 19th straight on the home court. King gets the roll. Stacey King with 14.
That might have been the way to do it, is try to pound it in and let Stacey make a move rather than having his shots come from outside and letting the big guy rebound everything.
Because the big guy now with 5 fouls. Bulls come up with a turnover. Pippen on the breakaway. Has the dunk. Scottie Pippen brings the Bulls to within 6 with 1:12 left. Robinson trapped in the backcourt. Cheeks. Anderson. The Bulls have a foul to take with a minute left. Cummings, 9 to shoot. Cummings to the hoop. He's fouled, but going to the hoop, he shoots 2. The Bulls lost their opportunity on that foul to take. Horace Grant with his 4th.
Coming out of the back court, Paxson thought that Robinson hit him with an elbow. And now he mentioned something to Ronnie Nunn about it. And
well, that's not the first thing that's not been seen tonight on the floor. Some things they've seen that didn't even happen. Cummings missing the free throw. 107-101 with 55 seconds left. San Antonio up 7.
Gotta go quick, guys.
Yeah, maybe take a 3 this trip if it's there. It is. Ooh, and the rebound to Robinson. Cheeks on the push. Cummings pass, and Cummings grab Paxson.
That's
Terry
2 shots.
Cummings with his 3rd foul, and John Paxson on the line to shoot 2 with 40.9 seconds left.
Boy, if there's anything that Larry Brown did not want, it was something like that. They could have held the ball and moved it out, but Cummings thought he had a smaller player, so he tries to take it in on Pax.
Boy, Pax made a great play.
And Pax went to block him out, and they call a shot on Terry. So now 2 big free throws by Johnny Paxson. 40.9 seconds. The Bulls down by 7, 108-101.
Pax hasn't been on the line yet tonight. He nails that first one. That's his first point of the second half. Now he can draw the Bulls to within 5.
Larry Brown says, I want that 500 win. It's going to be tough.
It's a 5-point game. Full court press by the Bulls. Spurs have it in play to Anderson. Robinson, a throw ahead to Maxwell. San Antonio's got it in the spread. The Bulls running out of clock. They may have to take a foul. They're trying to get to Maxwell. Anderson on the drive is fouled by Pippen. Willie Anderson is a 76% free thrower.
That's Pippen's 5th?
Yes.
Okay. That's a tough play to get out in the corner, try to run out and protect that man from going around you. Anderson, a quick player. Now they say
that's 5 fouls.
Yeah.
The other one was the 4th, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was first and
it's 5 team fouls. No, there's 5 up there. They have 5 on the scoreboard.
Sure.
5-team foul.
It was the Terry Cummings foul.
Right.
It was the first in the last 2 minutes.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yes.
So that's why the Bulls lost their foul to take. Anderson makes the first one. It's a 6-point game. This is the big one here. This means 3 possessions. 24.6 left. It's a 7-point lead for San Antonio. And the Bulls are down 7 with 24.6 left. 110-103. Well, obviously, when you're coming off a game like the other night in Houston, you look for anything to be enthused about, and I think the big thing the Bulls can be enthused about is the fact that they competed tonight. They played hard, although at times not well. And they're playing a quality team.
That's right. They're playing a quality team on a floor that has almost been invincible since very early in the year in November. You mentioned when they lost to the Trailblazers. They put together 17 in a row here, and there's 15,910 on their feet. Some starting to leave now, but this place rocking. A different identity for this team now. People started to get down to the Spurs last year. They were decimated, and it looked like Larry Brown said he thought maybe he might get fired last year. But they put some things together this year in a couple of trades, and Mo Cheeks is the one that they didn't think they were going to be able to get. They got him. Terry Cummings was available. They knew they had a winner in the center coming out, and David Robinson, and a good first-round draft choice in Sean Elliott, and they've been able to bring him along slowly. So this club is really a club that is going to be reckoned with, I think, Jim. You don't hear much about it. We don't in Chicago because we only play them twice, the Western Division club. But getting a strong identity around this league as one of the premier clubs and one that might be in the finals.
San Antonio has Cummings, Robinson, Cheeks, Willie Anderson, and Vernon Maxwell. And the Bulls have Hodges in the lineup now. Hodges, Paxson, Grant, Pippen, and Jordan. And Scottie Pippen will make the inbounds pass. Pippen coming into Jordan. Jordan off penetration under to Pippen for the dunk, so they went for the quick hitting 2. It's a 5-point game, 20.7 left.
Don't say delay a game. We already got one of those.
Spurs have it in play to Maxwell.
They're trying to foul Maxwell. They couldn't foul him.
And now he fires it on ahead to Cheeks, and Michael Jordan takes the foul. That's his third, and Cheeks, an 86% free thrower, goes to the line for the first time tonight. 15.4 left. Now all he can do is give him a 6-point lead. 2 threes would tie.
Don't have any timeouts, though.
Yep. It's all right. Get it down and launch. 111-105. Jordan around Anderson. Michael fires it off to Hodges. A 3 out of the corner. It's a 3-point game with 7.2 left. They get it in play, and Pippen fouls Robinson immediately.
Pippen is gone with 6, but you've got to take the foul. 6.7, no timeout. So Robinson, who has been splendid tonight, 12 out of 14 from the free throw line.
Greg Hodges hitting the 3, and Michael Jordan, what a pass he made, completely across the court to a wide open Hodges.
Pressure shot by Craig Hodges. Boom.
It's his second 3 of the game. Stacey King coming in for Pippen. So this is the first time this year the Bulls have had 2 players foul out. Pippen fouling out and Cartwright. And Robinson hits a free throw. Their lead is 4 with 6.7 left. Yeah, but he gets the rebound.
Oh.
And Horace Grant's up-court pass is tipped out of bounds with 3.5 left. So the Bulls have it. They've got one final gasp here. They need that old patented 4-point play where you hit the 3 and get fouled. Jordan for 3.
Oh, he's got it.
At the buzzer, though.
Oh,
the game
man.
is over. San Antonio wins by 1. Hey, how big is that 3-point play by David Robinson?
That's right.
When he caught his own pass, and the ruling was he didn't walk. That makes that an awfully big play now. As it turns out, the Bulls lose a heartbreaker. 112 to 111 is the final. And we'll recap after these messages.